Greetings, Legionists, Loyalists, Traitors, Xenos, and those sorted entities of Warhammer 40k. This is Arndelft. So, first thing, I want to go and apologize if I slur a little bit during this video or anything like that. I just had a root canal done, so my mouth is still half numb, and I'll be in pain later. But that's okay. So, second thing is Primaris Space Marines. Now, they're actually, we're seeing them, seeing what they look like, how much bigger than they are in the actual Space Marines. And this particular shot, this middle squad is Primaris Space Marines with regular Space Marines on either side. We can see, it doesn't actually show down on the ground, so it's a little bit difficult to get an actual perfect size comparison. I know a lot of people have been trying to do side-by-side comparisons with them, but unless you get an actual on the ground with a model, a Primaris Space Marine model, and a regular Space Marine model, you're not going to be able to tell exactly. So there's a lot of theorizing and conjecture right now. And I've seen some of their models that have been coming out. They have a squad of like 4 or 5 plasma guns, and they're going to be like better than normal plasma guns, of course. And gosh, like everything these guys are going to have will be bigger, it will be better, it will be meaner. Like their assault marines have, from what I've heard, mini heavy bolters. Heavy bolters. And so since they have shorter range, they stick them on a freaking Primaris Space Marine with an assault back so it can jump up close and shoot you to death with it. Alright, okay, that's legit. I'm not going to argue with that. Sort of. Anyways. But, yeah, Primaris Space Marines so far are looking decently overpowered. We're going to have to see how they blend with 8th. Secondly, the Death Guard coming out. For a long time now, I was really hoping that Mortarion wasn't a Daemon Prince, but the teaser trailer that recently came out would suggest otherwise. The reason why I would hope that he wasn't a Daemon Prince is because, for me, when a Primarch survives that long, warp or not, without being a Daemon Prince, it speaks volumes about how awesome they are. But it kind of sort of doesn't actually surprise me that Mortarion ended up becoming a Daemon Prince because, his legion worships Nurgle and whatever, so, However, I haven't read a Horus Heresy book directly on Mortarion yet. I have Perturabo, which I do believe is not a Daemon Prince. He has survived these 10,000 years, and he's not a Daemon Prince. And Angel Exterminatus, a Horus Heresy novel, opened my eyes to just how awesome he is. So, I'm a big fan of the Iron Warrior since reading Angel Exterminatus. And I just barely read the first Heretic by Aaron, I believe Aaron something Dembski. I don't know. I get really confused on his name because it's a bit of a longer one, so that kind of lose track in trying to remember it all. But in any case, his first name's Aaron, and I think his last name's Bowski. But he did a great job on the first Heretic. I had very few critiques to even make, which is rare. I put him right up there with Dan Abnett, to be completely honest, because I consider Dan Abnett to be the unequivocal, top gun. He is the best author of Warhammer 40k, and Aaron takes second, in my opinion. He did an absolutely amazing job with the first Heretic. Alright, but with that aside, moving on, I am doing a bit of a model showcase today with, some models that I've been working on that I talked about in my previous videos. So, the first one here is going to be this guy. And, this is not a completed project, not by far. Maybe in the future I'll decide I actually do like him like this and keep that as is. But truth be told, I think I'm going to end up changing all of the quad-legged models to Tech Marines of some sort. Or maybe an Iron Hands Captain or something like that. Possibly just, an Iron Hands concept that they're just, one with the machine and letting go of the flesh. sort of gig. So I'm very stoked about that. The second model that I'm showcasing is Eldar. And pretty sure you'll recognize this from when I talked about the concept last week. But this is the nearly finished model. The only thing missing so far is guns. And I am honestly very stoked about that concept. Truth be told, I really really just wanted to do something with my old StarCraft board game because I could never do something with it. And after I constructed these and first started uploading pictures to the Warhammer 40k group I'm a part of and whatnot, oh, Tara, it was so annoying when people started commenting saying, oh, you know, you could have sold that for like $200, you could have made a lot of money, blah, 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 blah. And I'm sitting there going, yeah, if you can find the right buyer, their shipping and handling, if they'll even pay your price, if they're even in the United States, considering I'm in the United States, which means more shipping and handling. I'm sorry, that's complication upon complication. And sure, I could have tried to sell it for $200, which I Googled it, and some people were trying to sell it for upwards of $300. But even if I tried to sell it for $200, sure, I would have made money back because I think I bought it for $80 to $100. But I'm just not interested in going through the drama. I'm not somebody who buys and then resells. Not my gig. This, however, is. And ironically, I'm at least making up for some of the $80 that I spent because I have so far created 3 Eldar Windrunners. And I am stoked because I think they look fragging amazing. And there were actually some people who fragging freaked out when they saw an Arbiter meshed with a carrier with an Eldar riding it, and they thought that was just purely awesome. A lot like me. And little pieces like you see this round part here look a lot like a Soul Stone. It looks awesome. And it very much matches that Eldar feel. And considering that the Protoss were a ripoff of the Eldar, this is perfectly appropriate in so many different ways. And I have 2 other bikes to this stage, except they're not primed yet, so they're still in their very yellow stage that those Dragoon legs are also in. But it's progressing beautifully. And as soon as 8th edition actually comes out, I'm going to see what people recommend for the best weapons for Eldar Windrunners. I'm probably going to magnetize, to be completely honest, once I can get a hold of the bits necessary. But I am extremely enthusiastic about where this is going, and I'm hoping to progress with them soon. I do have a lot of other projects that I actually need to finish, such as that sprue building that I showed off last time, and not to mention I've got so many heavy weapons still on sprues. All I gotta do is start tearing apart some tactical marines, and I can start throwing them on there. Only problem is I've only got about 30 tactical marines, so truth be told, I need to be adding to the forces of my regular tactical marines to help fill them out, while buying spare tactical marines to turn into devastators. The only devastator bits I have remaining, though, are all like multi-meltas, grav cannons, and plasma cannons. So they're all shorter range weapons, but still powerful, still pack a punch. But man, do I... Unless they have Relentless, you know, you snapshot with all heavy weapons, and Nurgle can just be like, what do we care? We can move and fire our heavy weapons. I just had to eat that in the face because XL Pudding just ran a Nurgle army for the first time. And the worst part about that whole army was the flying Daemon Prince with Shroud, Juking, and Flies. I never hit it. Even when it landed. It was a Psyker, and I fired on it with my Calixis assassin. And it's like, what do I care that you're shooting at me? And I'm just like, gah! It was a very bad game. For me. For him, it was amazing. He figured out just how strong Nurgle armies are, and he's stoked, I'm sure. The pain is real with this one. Trying not to cry. I won't cry. And I am also ordering from Anvil Industries to get myself a servo harness. Okay, I'm ordering 3 servo harnesses, but still. And that's going to be basically what's going to be going on this guy. And I'm either going to be keeping this torso, or I've got another torso that I'm prepping, but considering that I'm ordering 3 frag, I got 6 of these Dragoon legs, so the next time I order some of these harnesses, I'm going to be ordering just regular servo arms. So we'll see how that goes. However, I don't think Anvil has just regular servo arms. I think I only found servo harnesses, so we'll see. But I haven't actually made the order yet because I just paid $900 through the mouth for a root canal. So I'm currently budgeting a little bit, as you can probably imagine. You know, sometimes life hits you right in the mouth. I know, I'm so punny today. Okay, I get it. Nuclear launch. But yes, the future is looking very bright. I'm being able to actually really get into the meat of things and this creative talent. I love building and constructing things and modifying things. And yeah, one concern that I have, and I know, to only have one concern in a video, kind of odd, but hey. One concern that I have are for models like this that I have constructed. Now, as you can tell, this guy is definitely Legionist. He has a lot of different iconography on him. Former Chaos arm here, the rest of him kind of Imperial, though this helmet is totally like Thousand Suns. But this guy has a power fist that he's pointing with, and then he has lightning claws. My goal here was to have a guy that would benefit from having the +1 for 2 special weapons, and for weapons this heavy and this powerful, that's a bonus, and be able to have the versatility of either choosing to go with his lightning claws for all of those attacks, or his power fist for all of those attacks, whereas the power fist would be most useful against a vehicle, the lightning claws would be most powerful versus infantry. But in 8th edition so far, I haven't heard how special weapons are being affected, or if special weapons will even be a thing anymore. So we're just going to have to wait and see on that gig. So I wait anxiously. We'll see how it goes. But that's pretty much my only concern at the moment. Besides the fact that I'm missing 4 of my last cannons. My only 4 last cannons. I'm trying to find them. I don't know where they went. I think they took a vacation. Which makes me a little bit sad that they didn't invite me. But you know how it is. But in any case, if anybody has any feedback, please leave in the comment section below. I would love to hear from you. What do you think about ordering from Anvil Games? Do you think it is worth it? I am looking into a lot of their different kinds of bits. I am very intrigued by what they have. Are all their bits plastic? I mean, well, their bits look resin, but are all their bits resin, or do they have some plastic ones? I can't quite tell just from looking at the pictures. We will see. And, you know, what do you think of these concepts here? Do you know anything about special weapons? What do you think of my 4-legged, soon-to-be tech marines? And what do you think of my Eldar Windrunners? Let me know. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you dislike this video, please tell me why. And in any case, don't get in too much trouble, or do. It's always up to you. Toodles. Well, at least it was supposed to be toodles. That moment when the button doesn't work. Okay, toodles.